Hi guys, welcome to the video. This video will be about guessing game with C++ programming language. I'll be talking about general introduction, system demonstration, and the source codes. General concept of the guessing game. This game is a classic game where one person thinks of a number within a certain range and the other person tries to guess the number by making a series of guesses. The game typically involves providing feedback to the guesser, such as whether the guess number is higher or lower than the target number. The game continues until the user correctly guesses the secret number or letter. Why did we use C++ as programming language for this game? C++ is a popular and powerful programming language that is commonly used for developing games and other applications that require high performance and efficiency. Here are some reasons why C++ may be a good choice for developing a guessing game. Speed and efficiency. C++ is a compiled language, which means that the code is converted in the machine language before it's executed. This makes C++ programs faster and more efficient than interpreted languages like Python and JavaScript. Control over memory. C++ provides low-level control over memory management, allowing developers to optimize memory usage for their specific applications. Object-oriented programming. C++ supports object-oriented programming, which allows developers to organize their code into reusable modules called classes. Portability. C++ is a portable language, meaning that it can be compiled and run on a variety of platforms, including Windows, macOS, Linux, and mobile devices. How to play this game? Now, first you need to run the C++ program. Then you will be reading the instructions about it. The program will provide you with instructions on how to play the game. Make sure you read and understand the instructions before starting the game. Then you will start the game. The program will ask the player to enter a series of numbers or letters according to the difficulty level for the game. The program will generate a random number or letter that will be hidden number or letter within that range. The program will ask the player to make a guess. The player will enter his guess. The program will compare the player's guess with the hidden number or letter and provide feedback to the player based on the difficulty level, of course. The player will keep guessing until they guess the hidden number or letter correctly or reach the maximum number of guesses. At the end of the game, the program will provide the player with feedback such as the number of guesses needed to win or a message that the player has lost. The program can show the player the highest score if the player requests it. If the player chooses to play again, the program will generate a new hidden number letter and start a new game. Now we will go into system demonstration. When you start the game, you will see a main menu. There are 5 different options in the main menu. In this section, you'll be asked to enter the number of the transaction you want to perform. If you enter the number 1, you will see a start menu where you can choose the difficulty level you want to play the game you have chosen. If you enter data other than the options presented to you from the start menu, the program will give an error. Then the start menu automatically reappears. We have 3 difficulty levels on this game. We will start with easy one. When you choose the number 1, you will see instructions on how to play the easy level game. Then the game will start. So, on this level, you will have 5 chances and you will enter your guess number from 1 to 15. And you will be getting feedbacks about the distance of your guess from the number you need to find. The game continues until you win the game or until all your trial rights are available. If you win, you will receive a feedback showing how many tries you have won. And if you lose, the game while playing on this level, you will receive a feedback at the end of the game about the number you need to find. And at the end of the game, the start menu comes back to the screen. We also have medium level here. If you select number 2 from start menu, you'll be presented with instructions on how to play the medium level game. Then the game will start. Here you will have 4 chances and you will enter your guess number from 1 to 20. And there is a difference here. You won't be getting any feedbacks here on medium level and also in the hard level. You won't getting any feedbacks. But at the end of the game, of course, if you win, you will receive a feedback showing how many tries you have won. Or if you lose the game while playing, you will receive a feedback at the end of the game about the number, like the number you need to find. And we also have the hard level here. And hard level, if you choose the number 3, you will see instructions on how to play the hard level game. Then the game will start. Only difference here, again, you won't be getting any feedbacks, and you will have 3 chances and you will enter a number between 1 and 40. When the number guessing game on each level is finished, the start menu reappears. If you select number 4 from the start menu, you will return to the main menu. Then we have the second game called Guess the Alphabet. If you enter the number 2 in main menu, you will see a start menu where you can choose the difficulty level you want to play the game you've chosen. If you enter a data other than the option presented to you, the program will give an error. Then the start menu automatically will appear on the screen. We have 3 levels again here, easy, medium and hard. When you choose the number 1 from start menu, you will see instructions on how to play the easy level game. Then the game will start. Here you will have only 2 chances and you will try to guess the letter between vowels. And you will be getting feedback about the distance of your guess from the letter you need to find. The game continues until you win the game or until all your trial rights are available. If you win, you will receive a feedback showing how many tries you have won. Or if you lose the game while playing on the easy level, you will receive a feedback at the end of the game about the letter you needed to find. We have medium level here. Here, if you select number 2 from the start menu, you will be presented with instructions, of course. Then the game will start. Here, you will have 4 chances and you will enter a letter between only consonants. And difference here, you will receive feedback about the distance of your guess from the letter you need to find. And you will continue until you win or lose. And we also have hard level here. In hard level, you will see instructions first, then game will start. Here you will have 5 chances, but you will try to guess the letter between all the letters. And you will receive feedback about the distance of your guess from the letter you needed to find. And the game continues until you win the game or until all your trial rights are available. If you win, you will receive a feedback showing how many tries you have won. Or if you lose, you will receive a feedback at the end of the game about the letter you needed to find. Then the start menu comes back to the screen. When the alphabet guessing game on each level is finished, the start menu reappears. If you select number 4 from start menu, you will return to the main menu. We have high score section here. If you select the number 3 from the main menu, the high score section will appear on your screen. Here you can see the highest score you have achieved according to the type of game you play on the screen. Have not played yet feedback is provided in the high score section for each type of game you haven't played. The image here is an example of it. We also have credit section. If you choose 4 from main menu, the names, surnames, and student numbers of the students involved in this project will appear on your screen. Immediately after this, the main menu will automatically appear on your screen. If you select number 5 from the main menu, the program will close. After this step, you cannot enter any data into the system. To play the game again, you need to restart the program. Now, we will go into software system source codes. Here, we use enumeration declaration to make our work easier in if-elses. We use the function prototype to use the functions we wrote in the main function. We define 2 variables to keep high scores. If the user chooses number guessing game, we get an input to determine the difficulty. And according to that input, the difficulty of the game is determined. In order not to write the same things 3 times here, we called the functions we wrote by sending parameters into the functions. Similar to the number guessing game, we call the functions we wrote here by giving parameters, but here are the instructions. Since the part is different for each difficulty, we wrote the instructions one by one, not as a function. If the user enters 4 as input, he or she returns to the main menu. When the user presses 3, we print the high scores we keep in memory. If there's no high score saved yet, by default we print have not played yet. If the user selects 4, we call the credits function. If he or she chooses 5, the application closes. Here is the instructions function we use for the number guessing game, like how many tries we have according to the parameter it takes and the difficulty text changes. At the bottom, the variables we defined for the number guessing game, such as tries and high score and the time command we created with the time command. There is a random number. Here we get an input called user guess from the user, and the system compares this input with the random number we created. It gives us a clue like your guess was too low or too high, and each time we try, the tries variable increases by 1, chances variable decreases by 1. If the user knows the correct answer in like fewer tries than the previous high score, it memorizes the new high score. In the alphabet guessing game function, the system determines a random letter instead of a random number, according to the difficulty of the game, of course, like vowels only, consonants only, or all letters. In this part, the system works almost the same as the number guessing game. The only difference is that in the ease option, the system gives you a clue, and in others, not. Here in credit section, credit function prints our names and our surnames and numbers. And these are our references that we used for this project. Thank you for listening, guys. I wish you all a good day.